Hi everyone, this is Sandy Lemke from freewebsitetutorials.com. Today I'm going to demonstrate how I came up with the basic color scheme that I used on this website. This technique that I'm going to show you basically has to do with finding images that you like and then trying to pick colors that are complementary to those images. And so it doesn't only have to do with the overall site concept, but throughout the building of your website, there's going to be times when you're going to want to match colors to an image, whether it be to come up with a complementary border color, whether you want to come up with a heading color, colors for your nav bar, whatever it might be. If you're looking for complementary colors, this technique can be used. And I'm going to quickly demonstrate the three tools that I've been using lately to do this. The first one is Adobe Photoshop. The second one is HyperGirl's Color Match tool, and the third one is the Absolute Color Picker tool. So let's get started by looking at Photoshop to begin with. Now, when I was first trying to come up with the color scheme for that website that you were just looking at, these were the two images that I picked that I was interested in looking at. So what you can do, first of all, is open up the images in Photoshop and then grab this eyedropper tool that you have on the toolbar over here. And once you click that, you're going to notice that your pointer changes to the eyedropper. You can click anywhere on an image, and what will happen is it will bring the color over here. So if I just click around, you'll notice that that's changing. If I want to get any details about a specific color, I can just click on the image, grab the color, and then open this dialog box by clicking on this. And you'll notice that it brings in all the details about that color that I just picked out of the image. The most important one is this one right here. That's the hex code. You need that hex code because you're going to code that into your HTML document. So that's the main reason why you're in Photoshop to begin with, is you're trying to get the hex code out of an image using the Adobe Photoshop Color Picker. So I clicked around quite a bit in this image and looked at various colors, but I really didn't find anything I liked. So I ended up using this one right here. This image was the main image that I used. And I knew when I went in here that I wanted some type of a blue text color. So I ended up clicking around on this blue right above the keyboard here. And as you can see, there's all these 1 pixel color dots in here, and so you can click around and you're going to pick up all different kinds of colors. Somewhere in here is the main color that I ended up using, which was 284878. Once I got that hex code number, then I went into HyperGirl's Color Match tool. And if you scroll down to the middle of the screen, you get to this little area that has this little miniature color palette. And what you can do is you can type in the color that you're trying to match, 284878. And the reason why I'm coming here to begin with is because I'm trying to get a palette of colors that I can use for various things as I build my site. Maybe I need this for a container color. Maybe I might want to use these for various text colors, a heading color, a nav bar color, a border color, whatever. This just gives me kind of a mini palette of complementary colors that I might want to use in conjunction with that main blue color. I ended up choosing this number 5, this 9E8534. And if you go back and you look at my main site, you're going to see where I used both of those colors. The blue is this main heading text. It's right here in this little line. It's in most of my heading colors. It's in my nav bar colors. And then this greenish color I used for my supplementary text. I used it at various points within my site for other smaller text, and I also used it for my main container color. If you were to look all the way down here, you'll see that this is my main container color. So that's basically how I come up with the hex code color and how I come up with the supplementary color. Now I've just recently found another color picker tool which is very handy for people who don't have Adobe Photoshop. You can download this tool for free, and you can get it off of my website if you're interested in that. I will show you the URL at the end of this video. But basically, to demonstrate the Absolute Color Picker tool, this is what it looks like. It's a very succinct little dialog box, and the coolest thing about it is you can see here it says click here and hold down your mouse button to grab a color on the screen. If you had an image open on any website or your own image, whatever, and it was just open on your desktop, all you have to do is from here hold down your mouse and go anywhere. Like say maybe I want to see what this orange is. Maybe I want to pick one of these oranges. Maybe I want to pick, I don't know, something out of this picture here. Maybe I want to know what this green is right here. So if I let go, it gives me everything I needed to know about that particular green. There is the hex code right there. That's the number that I would use if I were going to code text anywhere else in my site. If I wanted to code anything and use that color, that's what I'm going for, that hex code right there. So that is a really neat tool if you haven't run across that one yet. Now, as I said, this technique is very simple to use. I was not a website designer by trade, so I had to find the tools that were easiest for me to use as I was building this site. There might be fancier ways to do what I just showed you, but from a beginner's perspective, these things work for me. And they've done everything that I've needed to do. I've been able to do everything with those techniques. So hopefully that will help you as you build your site. Thanks and have a great day.